Testing, testing. Yeah, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Audio difficulties. Slow start to this one on the scoring side of things. Milton Hershey leads
3.
Testing. All right, everyone, sorry for those technical difficulties, but I think we got it worked out now. We are at the end of the first quarter here. The Hershey Trojans hosting the Milton Hershey Spartans in tonight's basketball game. 11-8 is the score, favoring the Trojans after the end of one. Got some exciting plays here in the first quarter. Trojans 2 wins out of 2 to start their 2023-24 season. Wins over Shippensburg in quite large fashion last week, and against Palmyra earlier this week. I mean, Milton Hershey, I don't think they're quite the side that they were last year. Milton Hershey last time they played the Trojans, got beat here. Before that, they hit a buzzer beater at their home stadium to win that one. Again, it's 11-8 after the first. Just about ready here to start the second period, and again, we do apologize for those technical difficulties. Yeah, again, we apologize for those technical difficulties. Here to start the second quarter, it's Milton Hershey to inbound, and Jaden Stemmen to bring up the ball. Over here to Jason Burney. He was the Spartans quarterback in their 2023 football season. And here to Joshua Sessoms, and back to Burney. Off his knee, stolen by Aiden Miller. We're going to call, I believe, a kickball violation on the Spartans, and so it'll be the Trojans to inbound here in the half court. And here's Cameron Sweeney for the Trojans. And over to Derek Guzman. James Campbell and Isaiah Danner, and that's a foul there. Then the foul is going to be called on Michael Blitty of the Spartans. And so it'll be Aiden Miller here to inbound the ball. Up top to Danner, just jumps over Blitty. He'll put up the baby hook, doesn't go, and Aiden Miller fighting hard for the rebound, fouled on the way up for that shot. Aiden Miller, the 5'9" junior, point guard for the Trojans, coming off the bench this season, but a hard play there to go over the top of 2 taller defenders and draw the foul. Misses the first free throw. Second free throw, also no good, but Danner grabs the rebound, blocked on his way up. He gathers, though, and puts home the layup. Isaiah Danner, the 6'6" center for the Trojans, tight end during the football season. Cameron Sweeney knocked away that ball from Jaden Stemmen, but it'll stay with the Spartans here. Again, sorry that you might have missed a large parts of that audio in the first quarter. Alex Murray, who's a normal starter for the Trojans, started tonight, checking back into the game for Cameron Sweeney. It'll be Beckley to inbound, and Sessoms with the basket. Aiden Miller here to bring up the ball. Over to Logan Richards and Alex Murray in the corner. James Campbell thought about the three, but drives in, and a traveling violation call before he put up the shot. It'll be Jason Burney to bring up the ball here for the Spartans. And a traveling violation called on him right as he approached the half court. Not ideal there for the Spartans. Trojans still leading by 3 here. Bunch of whistles here in the second period really early, so only a minute and a half has actually elapsed from the game clock. Aiden Miller over to Richards, and Murray in the corner. He'll put up the 3, no good off the front rim. And to compound that mistake, fouls right after he tried to grab the rebound. So the Spartans will have it underneath the basket to bring it out. Samuel Coleman in here for the Spartans. And Joshua Sessoms here double teamed, but he evades it. Mark Bridgeford gives it back to Sessoms. Feeds to Bliddy on the inside, blocked there by, I believe that was Logan Richards. And Aiden Miller coming up with the ball, dishes to James Campbell. Whirling, twirling, falls to the ground, no foul called. And here's Sessoms now down the baseline, no good on the floater. Danner's going to quickly throw it ahead, but that was an easy interception for a Johnny Beckley. Kicks now over to Diene. Throws up a wayward pass. I'm not sure what he was doing there. Murray ahead to Miller. And Logan Richards is going to slow down the tempo here. Murray fakes the shot, puts up the floater. That's also no good. So some scoring issues early here for both teams. 13-10 still, almost midway through the second quarter. And Diene is going to get called there for a traveling violation. Already multiple travels here by these Spartans in the second quarter, so they're going to need to clean up those individual mistakes. Never want a possession that you can't even get off a shot. Cameron Sweeney back into Logan Richards, who's going to take the open 3 and drains it. I think the Spartans weren't quite ready for that inbound, and Richards made him pay. Here's Sessoms. Coleman never grabbed that ball, and Sweeney's going to come away with it. Ahead to Richards, who lays it in. And a timeout for the Spartans. A good bit of momentum there. Got Hershey coach Paul Blackburn really into it there. A timeout called with 5:01 left here in the second quarter. And the Trojans quickly extended their lead to 8 points. It's now 18-10. Two fouls by the Spartans, 1 team foul by the Trojans here in the second quarter. The reason why that's important is due to the PIAA rule change, at 5 team fouls in any quarter, it's an automatic 2 shots for the other team. So a little more pressure on teams this year not to foul and not to rack up those team fouls, especially early in the quarter, or else they could pay for it at the line. After that timeout, it's going to be Beckley here to inbound under the basket for the Spartans. He's going to be face guarded by Murray there. Over to Jason Burney here now. Burney trying to fight through a double team, kind of throws it to no one, but Coleman gets there on the receiving end of it. And here's Beckley around a screen. It looks like they're going to call a charge going out. It was Abdou Diene who drove in, but then a little too much contact there for the referee, and it'll be the Trojans to bring it out. Cameron Sweeney ahead here to Alex Murray. Deflected pass there, and it'll stay with the Trojans. Cameron Sweeney here to Alex Murray, who couldn't really control, but over to Logan Richards, and now Sweeney to drive, and they're going to say he was fouled during that drive. So the Trojans will inbound here. That's the Spartans' 4th foul. So like I said, one more foul, and the Trojans will be shooting 2 for the rest of the second quarter. Sweeney in there now to Danner. It just seems to work to throw it up to him. Sweeney's going to try a 3 in the corner. No good. Eamon Callahan grabs the rebound, and Sweeney can't make the layup. And Alex Murray there tried to fight through some contact and draws the foul. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2, and the Trojans will go to the free throw line for every foul here against them for the rest of the second quarter. Murray misses the first at the line. And Michael Blitty back in the game, a starter for the Spartans. And Khalif Turner also in for Milton Hershey. Murray's going to have his second of 2 here from the line. So far, Danner's been winning those rebounds. Murray knocks down the second, though. Extends the lead to a 9-point advantage, 19-10 here, as we approach 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Burney throws it ahead here to Turner. Turner tries for a pass inside to Blitty, who saves it somehow. Sessoms now working on Sweeney. Sweeney getting dirty on the floor to knock that ball away, but it'll stay with the Spartans. And over here to Khalif Turner in the corner. Sessoms will try a 3-ball, no good. And Turner fighting through contact on the inside and draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul there on Alex Murray. Or sorry, they're going to give that to Isaiah Danner. His first of the game. He knocks down the first free throw, and it'll stay with him. Second of 2 at the line. Turner knocks down both free throws now. Cuts the lead to 7. Richards now, and Sweeney working on Turner at the top. Throws inside to Danner, who's going to try to work in the post. No good. A hard foul there, I think unintentionally, but Danner knocked Blitty in the face. Not going to be feeling too good tomorrow, I can't imagine. And Danner's going to get subbed out. 2 quick fouls here, matter of seconds. Trojans applying some pressure here in the front court, but they're going to allow Burney to walk it out. No, here's a double team, but throws it ahead. Good vision there by Burney, but Samuel Coleman can't save it. Burney did well there to escape the double team. Cam Sweeney's going to walk it up now. Logan Richards throws it over to Guzman. Eamon Callahan thought about a 3 at the top, but kicks it to Logan Richards, who's going to try a 3-ball. No good. Sweeney with the good rebound, though, to James Campbell in the corner. Oh, I think that was Burney who knocked that out of his hands. Deft steal there by Burney. Now he's going to kick to the corner to Sessoms, who knocks down the 3. That 9-point lead has now been cut down to 4 for the Trojans. And a full timeout called by Paul Blackburn. I think Trojans felt a little bit of pressure there. The Spartans getting 2 baskets in quick succession. 2:34 left in the second quarter. And it's going to be 19-15. The Trojans still ahead. So it'll be Eamon Callahan to inbound there for the Trojans, and Sweeney. Over to Guzman now. Up top to Logan Richards and over to Derek Guzman. Spins and back up top here to James Campbell. Going to try the open three, no good. A good hard rebound there by Eamon Callahan, but the referee is going to call a tie-up before Callahan wrestled that ball free. It will stay with the Trojans, though, with the arrow. Over to Richards. Up top to Campbell, working on Blitty. And back now to Richards. Guzman's going to try to drive. Good steal there by Turner. And the Spartans are able to come away with it. Good defense here by both teams. Sweeney gets into a tussle there. Another tie-up's going to be called. This time it will be with the Spartans on the possession arrow. Again, we apologize for those first quarter audio difficulties, though. We do have it worked out now, so hopefully you're enjoying the broadcaster stream of this basketball game here. As Sweeney knocks that ball away, Guzman picks it up, and Khalif Turner commits the foul. Already Turner, who's not a starter, his third foul of the game. So, yeah, the Spartans are readying a substitution to come in because that's some serious foul trouble. To pick up here in the first half, again, the Trojans are in the bonus, so they shoot 2 at the line no matter where the foul is here on the court. For the rest of the quarter, Guzman knocks down the first, 20-15, as he gets ready for his second free throw of 2. No good though, but Sweeney grabs the rebound. Logan Richards trying to work on inside, double teamed. Miller quickly kicks to James Campbell. Off the rim though, he can't bury it. Couple missed threes here in the second quarter for Campbell. As the Spartans quickly throw that ahead, but Kingston George, substitute for the Spartans, could not control it. Here's Aiden Miller. This is when the Trojans like to go small when they have Miller and Sweeney on the court. When Miller comes off the bench, normally he'll be the one to carry it up for the Trojans. Here's Sweeney. Sweeney over to Guzman. And back to Sweeney. Logan Richards off a pick, drains the 3. Good pick and roll action there, created an open shot for Logan Richards, and he did not make any mistake there. He dives to the floor but can't get that rebound. Campbell fouls Blitty as he's driving to the basket. So Blitty will shoot 2 at the line. Good work there by Blitty to draw that foul. Eight-point lead here for the Trojans. 48 seconds left in the half. Blitty rims out there on the first, so he'll try for his second free throw to cut this advantage to 7. Second one good. Mark Bridgeford will check back in for the Spartans. Here's Aiden Miller now, advancing the ball and drawing the foul from Jason Burney. Good work there from Aiden Miller. Miller, a soccer player for the Trojans, a left back on these last two successful soccer campaigns for Hershey. Already 3 district medals and a state championship to his name in soccer. As he steps here to the free throw line and misses his first. He'll still shoot another, though, with the Trojans in the bonus. Trojans have 4 team fouls, so Spartans are close to their 2-shot mark. Miller drains the second. 8-point lead here. Some pressure put on by the Trojans. The ball is on the court. Miller will control it and kick it back here to Sweeney. That basket is good, but no, the charge is called on Sweeney. That's a controversial call there. It looked very, very close. That would have been an and-one opportunity for Sweeney, but he gets called for the charge. No basket, and a bit of a bailout there for the Spartans. Trojans putting some pressure high up the court on these inbounds. That time, the Spartans got free, but a travel by Sessoms, and the Trojans will have it right back. A lot of unforced errors by Milton Hershey here in the first half. Many travels, many turnovers right out of inbound passes. In particular, these last couple defensive possessions by the Trojans have been executed beautifully. And now they'll have a chance to get the final shot here with 10 seconds left in the half. Guzman kicks it over to Murray. He'll shoot the 3 off the front rim. Richards grabs it back, 2 seconds left, puts up the shot. No, Murray. That shot wouldn't have counted anyways. We'll head here to the locker rooms at the end of the first half. Hershey leads 24-16. A pretty strong defensive half for both sides, particularly by the Trojans, forcing a bunch of turnovers, a bunch of travels. Got to imagine that's the first half that they would have wanted. Not as much success on the offensive end as they've been accustomed to recently. A 21-point win over Palmyra on Tuesday for the Trojans, and a 30-plus point win against Shippensburg for their first 2 games. So not quite the blowout that the Trojans have been experiencing as of late, but they still have a comfortable margin here at halftime. Again, as we head here to halftime, we'll take a very short break. But again, it is the Trojans leading 24-16. The second half coming to you very shortly. This is the HHS broadcaster stream of Hershey High School basketball. We'll catch you at the start of the second half. Testing, testing. Tell me when I'm good to go on. All right, everyone. Exciting first half there. 24-16. The Trojans lead coming in to the second half. Sorry for those technical difficulties in the first quarter. It was a much more contested affair in the first quarter than it was in the second, to be honest with you. Couple three balls. Logan Richards, Derek Guzman all knocked down threes for the Trojans. For the Spartans, a couple layups. And that was the scoring output in the first quarter. It was 11-8 heading into the second, and I think we caught most of the second here. This is the HHS broadcaster stream of Hershey High School basketball, and we're underway here in this third quarter. It's the Spartans of Milton Hershey and the Trojans of Hershey. Cameron Sweeney here. Kicks to Logan Richards, made a couple threes in the first half. Isaiah Danner can't handle that that input pass. Oh, thrown away by Abdou Diene. Alex Murray drives in, draws the foul, and he'll shoot two at the line. Again, we appreciate you watching. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog, anyone else who can get us some more views, draw some more engagement. HSS broadcaster, we're here streaming basketball, both boys and girls wrestling here in the winter. We're keeping you up to date with Trojan athletics. Alex Murray knocked down the first free throw. Here's the second. Also good at the line for him. One of the Trojans' best shooters. Specifically, someone who likes to take threes, Murray. Over here to Blitty, guarded by Murray. And we're gonna, there's a violation called of some kind. Didn't see what that one was. Against Blitty, so the Trojans will get the ball. That was the story of the first half, in all honesty. Yeah, in the first half, a lot of violations, traveling, turnovers. Here's Murray on the three, no good. Isaiah Danner grabs the rebound, but then has it stolen away from him from Blitty. Yeah, that last violation, Blitty just took it too long to get into the front court. Spartans have had a couple offensive possessions, particularly in the second quarter, that they weren't even able to get shots up because of unforced errors. And there's another one. Richards steals that ball away. Murray, and they're gonna call a block before the violation. Murray gets bailed out a little bit there. Two quick fouls on the Spartans. 6:47 left, and Cameron Sweeney will inbound here. Eamon Callahan throws it into Danner, who lays it up. He's about as tall as Diallo, as a timeout called by Milton Hershey. As I was saying, Danner 6'6". Diene, I'm sorry, for the Spartans 6'5", so not much of a height difference between them, but Danner clearly much more heftier than Diene, and he's been taking advantage of that, grabbing offensive rebounds, defensive boards, what have you, and making it happen there on the inside. So quick timeout here to start the second half for the Spartans. Just a minute and 18 seconds in, the Trojans already extending their lead to 12 points. It was 8 coming into the second half. And already quick 2 fouls on the Spartans. If you didn't catch it in the first half, I was explaining the new PIAA rule about team fouls. 5 team fouls in 1 quarter, and for the rest of the quarter, the opposing team will shoot 2 free throws at the line. Before, it was at 5 fouls, that 1-and-1. Now it's just straight 2 free throws, and so the Spartans already quickly accruing 2 team fouls here early in the third quarter. Have to be careful not to get over that 5 foul limit. as Sessoms has it stolen away by Sweeney, who lays it in easily. Excuse me, that was Coleman who gave the ball away. Cameron Sweeney, no one was catching him there. Ooh, DNA tried to throw that in real hard, a football-style pass there, and no one on the other end. I think that would have been too hard for them to control anyways. So another turnover by the Spartans. Logan Richards will bring up the ball. Now a good crowd here at Hershey High School. You would hope for a Friday night basketball game. Two rivals. Pass inside to Danner. Danner lays it in and gets contacted. So he'll go to the line to complete the and one. A strong play there by Danner. It was Michael Bliddy on the foul, and that's his fourth with over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, so some serious foul trouble there for him. He'll have to exit there, and I wonder when they're going to re-enter him. He was a starter there, so that could be a major loss. That could be a major loss here in the second half. No good there. DNA has his pass deflected. It'll stay with the Spartans though, but some real trouble being able to create shots by Milton Hershey. Bernie throws that in, but again stolen by Sweeney. The Trojans have already doubled up the Spartans, and here's Murray with an open step back three. He knocks it down. 35-16 now. A serious advantage being built now by the Trojans. Milton Hershey haven't grabbed a single point coming out of this here in the second half. But here's Sessoms now with an open three. He can't make it. Richards ahead. Some contact behind the play, but nothing called. Callahan dishes on the inside to Danner, who can't get the little floater to go. Sweeney steals it back and lays it in. Paul Blackburn here, coach of the Trojans, fired up as another timeout here by Milton Hershey, a 30-second timeout. But the Trojans have exploded out of halftime, 13 unanswered since the break in less than 3 minutes of time. With 5:08 left in the third quarter, it's Hershey 37, Milton Hershey 16. This is the kind of game that the Trojans have been having up to this point in the season. Two relatively easy wins up to this point. I think that coming into this game, the Trojans were a heavier favorite than in past years against the Spartans. Last year, these two teams split the season series. The Spartans at home knocked down a buzzer-beating three to beat the Trojans 62-59 last year. And then in the home edition for the Trojans, they got the job done. But this season looking to be a lot more advantageous for the Trojans in this rivalry. So Milton Hershey's working here, gets up a shot. DNA's floater falls. Their first points here of the second quarter, or sorry, excuse me, the second half, third quarter, and much needed to cut this lead to 19. Danner fighting for it on the inside. He gets it back and lays it in. Strong play there again by Danner, dominating on the inside up to this point. Some nifty handles there by Stephen Dow. Aryan Sandhu almost lost that, but it was knocked away from him, and so the Spartans will retain possession. And here's DNA. Still holding it, working on Danner. He tries to find the cutting pass to Sandhu, who steps on the baseline. That'll be a turnover. And Logan Richards to advance the ball. Sweeney now to Richards. He'll try the three and he'll knock it down. a number of threes. That's at least 3, maybe 4 up to this point that Richards has knocked down here. And then he steals it right back. Lays it in. Logan Richards with a little extra flair after the play. What a game he's having. Already in double digits easily. And a foul will be called here on the Trojans. Logan Richards, the senior captain, up to this point has really been coming into his own. He was a starter last year at the beginning of the season for the Trojans, but not one of their marquee players. Already this season, he's been a leader for the Trojans. Knocking down 24 points coming into this game, second to only James Campbell in season scoring for the Trojans. That shot won't count. A traveling violation there by Sessoms. Aiden Miller here, checking back into the game. He'll inbound as Callahan, Danner, and Murray, all 3 of them starters for the Trojans, take a seat. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Here's Guzman, another senior, comes off the bench for the Trojans. Over to Richards, inside to James Campbell, who had a massive showing against Palmyra. And up top to Sweeney. Can't quite make the 3. And Deanne's gonna advance, coming up with it, double teamed by Guzman and Campbell, throws it over to Sessoms. Trojans putting some double team pressure on. And here's Sessoms with an open 3. Rims out though. Guzman will grab the rebound and go quickly. Aiden Miller open, but chooses not for the shot. Goes back to Guzman, who can't hit the 3. Sweeney tried to knock that away, but knocks it out of bounds, and it'll be Spartan ball. And Deanne's going to advance the ball here on James Campbell. Knocked it away. Couple substitutions now for the Trojans, getting deeper and deeper on the bench. Senior Enzo Delia, junior Jaden Waynes check in. Really everybody for the Trojans has gotten playing time early in the season with a couple blowout victories to start the year, so Paul Blackburn's got to be happy about that. Aiden Miller tried for a layup there, was blocked, looked very close to goaltending, but nothing called. Trojans retain possession though, and it's Miller again here at the top, who kicks to a wide open Enzo Delia. Can't quite hit the 3. Deanne now starting to dominate. Looks about an inch or 2 taller than Campbell. Stephen Dow being triple teamed here, but comes away with it. Pass inside to Sessoms, who gets it and the basket. An and one opportunity coming up for Joshua Sessoms. Right now, not a starter in for the Trojans. They'll get some rest, well deserved after building this lead up to a 24-point advantage. 23 now as that free throw goes in for Sessoms, and he'll check out. Minute 34 left in the quarter. And Aiden Miller will bring it up for the Trojans. Over to Delia, and now Jaden Waynes in the corner. And here's Miller again. Inside to Campbell. He's gonna try the floater, doesn't go. And ahead, a great control there by Mark Bridgeford, and he gets the basket. Miller working one-on-one here as he brings up the ball. Dish inside to Campbell, who can't control, just barely saved by Guzman, can't knock it off of Bernie, and eventually the Spartans get a frantic possession there, but Milton Hershey comes up with it. Here's Deanne now. Inside, Waynes knocks down, let me see who that was. That was Bridgeford. That foul on the floor, so the Spartans will inbound under the basket. And the main storyline here is that the Trojans, particularly starting in the second quarter, have been asserting some real dominance here over the Spartans. As I said, that just didn't happen last year, so wondering, is this a worse Spartans team, a much better Trojans team, a bit of both? I don't know. Bridgeford again, another layup, so he's been coming on strong here to end this third quarter. 15 seconds and counting here left. Aiden Miller working on Joshua Gibb. Campbell trying to set the screen, and he does for Miller, who thought about the three inside to Campbell. Guzman now. Campbell with less than 2 seconds puts up the shot just as the quarter expires. No good. It would have counted if it went. But after the 8-point advantage they had at halftime, it's now a 19-point advantage for the Trojans. They'll try and put this thing on cruise control here to close out what's been another dominant performance. To start the year for the Trojans, they started big with a 75-27 win over Shippensburg. That was not really ever a game. Even in the first quarter, it was clear that the Trojans were going to pull away with that one. In their second game of the season, a little tighter affair, but they got it going in the second half, and a 63-42 win over Palmyra this past Tuesday. So coming here in the third game, Trojans, I think, maybe hoping even a little bit for some tighter competition, maybe getting that adrenaline kicking a little bit, but haven't really had any real contests yet up to this point in their season. So wondering when that's going to come. And yeah, like I said, the question really has to be asked: are the Trojans this much better than last year that they haven't really even had that tight of an affair yet, or is it just the quality of opponents? I think probably a little bit of both, but this looks like a very well-oiled unit. They don't make a lot of unforced errors. They've had a lot of success here to start the year. Another storyline that Coach Paul Blackburn likes to highlight is the fact that the Trojans have a lot of two-sport or even three-sport athletes on the team. He thinks that that helps them, gives them that kick in the basketball offseason. You see a couple of those athletes: Jaden Waynes, a football player; Aiden Miller, a soccer player; Guzman, another football player here on the court. And you wonder if that fast start for the Trojans this season has been down to, some really successful Trojan football and soccer teams, making it easy for those basketball players to quickly come up to the speed of play. I think that's definitely shown, as it's Guzman here, the star wide receiver for the Trojans, who's going to bring up the ball. Delia, not a two-sport athlete, kicks to Jaden Waynes, who's going to drive. Tries the reverse layup, doesn't go. But Miller grabs the offensive board. Delia, with an open layup on the inside, gives a little credit there to Aiden Miller for assisting him. 46-25, the score as we approach a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Joshua Gibb dishes to Jason Burney. He knocks down the three-pointer. He was the Spartans quarterback during the football season. Makes that three-pointer to cut the lead to 18. Still a long way to go if the Spartans want to get back into this one. Deft little pass there by Miller. It ends up with Campbell, who's going to knock down the baseline jumper. Good shot there by James Campbell. The entire Trojan starting lineup waiting to check in at the next break, as DNA retains possession, throws it over Burney's head and into the crowd. DNA's tried a couple of those football passes that haven't come off here in this in the second half. The entire Trojan starting lineup checks back in. That's Sweeney, Richards, Murray, Callahan, and Danner all back in for the Trojans. Sweeney will bring the ball up. It's a 20-point lead for the Trojans. Open layup to go. He shot faked effectively there, but couldn't put it home. He has been dominating inside all game. And he forces that travel there on DNA. It's another violation accrued by the Spartans. A couple travels, even one 10-second violation up to this point for the Spartans. Cameron Sweeney will take on the entire defense and gets the layup to go. Big Trojan student body here. They wanted the foul with it. And here's Bernie working on Sweeney. Sweeney gets around that pick there, set by DNA. DNA's gonna try a three, blocked by Danner, and a foul called. Good hustle there by Stephen Dow for the Spartans, who's able to save that ball and draw the foul on the baseline. Yeah, good student body, I'd say, here for the Trojans. Maybe close to 50 strong. Good Friday night crowd here at Hershey High. Deanna here working on Danner. Gibb got out to the three-point line there, but the three-point shot well off target. And Murray here, generally the three-point shooter for the Trojans, opted to pass that one up. Cam Sweeney inside here, but knocked away by Bridgeford. Good defensive play there. As we approach 5 minutes to play here in this one. DNA with the carry violation. I love to know, and this isn't really a stat that's tracked, but how many violations we've had up to this point, because it's really been the story of the game for the Spartans, unbelievably. They just had trouble getting in rhythm. They kept with the Trojans in the first quarter. It was 11-8 to the Trojans after one, and you wondered, it was a back and forth in the first quarter. You wonder if it was gonna really turn into a game here, but a bunch of unforced errors by the Spartans haven't really even ever allowed that. The Trojans, in their credit, haven't made many of their own, but whenever they've gifted the Spartans, an opportunity to, create some offense, get back into this one, the Spartans just gave that opportunity right back. That was a 30-second timeout called by the Spartans. 5:12 left in the game. And Cameron Sweeney here to bring out the ball one-on-one against Gibb. Murray here to the top. Logan Richards for the hood. His first misses of the night. Effective from behind the three. Khalif Turner working on Eamon Callahan now. Callahan knocks it away, but not before the foul. Wasn't happy with that call, but it'll be Spartan ball here under the basket. Only Callahan's first foul, though, so not in any trouble here for the rest of this game. That inbound pass, again, no one home. Lucky that Bridgeford is there to grab that before it goes out of bounds, but again, Spartans haven't been able to pass well. That three-point almost went in off the backboard by Turner, but ahead now to Murray, who Euro steps, and a hard foul. It was Bridgeford coming over the top. I think even if Bridgeford wasn't there, a foul would have been called on, I believe that was Gibb running back in transition. But Murray seems like he avoided the injury, and he'll step to the line to shoot two. Good on the first. Been to the line a number of times already, been drawing that contact inside. Last time he was at the stripe, he knocked down both. Some subs here now for Milton Hershey. Kingston George back in. He was in for a period in the first half, and Dylan Crawford. A line change coming up here for the Trojans on the next stoppage. By the way, Murray knocked down both, so pretty good at the stripe here for him as of late. Dow double teamed. Sweeney grabs it. Referee's going to call a tie-up, and that possession arrow will change the ball over to a Hershey possession. As Trojans make that entire line change, all players who have already played for the Trojans, so no new names, but Waynes, Miller, Delia, Guzman, and Campbell back in for the Trojans. All the starters exit. Here's James Campbell here working on Crawford. Aiden Miller at the top. And here's Delia. Kicks over there to Campbell, an open three, and he knocks it down. Had a career game on Tuesday against Palmyra. Hasn't had a ton of scoring here in this game, but knocks down that three. Gal tries to answer at the other end, no good, but the rebound grab by the Spartans, and Crawford lays it in. 55-30, about 3.5 left here in the fourth quarter. Miller, no-look dish there to Jaden Waynes, who knocks down the baseline jumper. Miller doesn't like to shoot too much, but definitely the best passer on the Trojans. No good there, but Gal grabs the offensive rebound again. Khalif Turner thought about the shot, fakes, drives on the inside, lays it in. Nice little play there by Khalif Turner. Completely sold that shot fake here on the outside and gets the easy layup. Campbell now. Guzman doesn't get the layup to go, and Campbell fouled underneath. He'll go to the line to shoot two. It was a shooting foul. Crawford there with the foul. Campbell will knock down that first free throw. And now Ben Felix to check in for Derek Guzman. Ben Felix Jr., number 30. And LJ Douglas, another junior, waiting to check in. I assume it's for Campbell, who misses the second, so Douglas will have to wait a little bit to come into the game. Here's DNA. Block is going to be called there on James Campbell, and he'll exit for LJ Douglas. Douglas, football player for the Trojans, played linebacker, started for a large portion of the year, was pretty effective as a junior. Inbound pass stolen, but Ben Felix couldn't keep that in. And so it'll be a redo for Gal, who completes it this time. And Kingston George working on Delia. Delia steals that up, and DNA immediately fouls him. So good hands there by Delia, and he'll come away with it. Earns the foul. 2.5, now under 2.5 left in the fourth. Delia up top to Ben Felix. And here's Douglas. Delia again, Miller cuts inside. He'll try maybe his first shot of the night and doesn't get it to go. Elbow jumper just didn't go. Khalif Turner dishes on the inside, but good charge taken by Enzo Delia. No shot as Delia drew that charge before. Good strength displayed by him. 58-32. Trojans lead, and Ben Felix with under 2 minutes here as the Trojans will look to ice this game. Aiden Miller, nice pass inside to LJ Douglas. He gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Not that it should matter at this point in the game, but as they have been for the last 2 quarters, Milton Hershey commits 5 team fouls, and so for the last 2 minutes, the Trojans will be in the bonus, any foul by Milton Hershey, and they'll go to the line to shoot two. It was a shooting foul though, so no matter what, LJ Douglas steps to the line and knocks the first down. Here's the second from him. Just rims out. And DNA will advance here. Under 2 minutes left to go in the game. Douglas with the steal. Douglas trying to drive some contact. Does, and gets the lay-in to go. Strong play there by LJ Douglas. The crowd appreciating that. Douglas in some of his first varsity minutes. He's really only been a varsity player this year. Getting some points here just a couple minutes into his third game as a Trojans varsity player. Already knocked down that one at the line. Doesn't get the and one to go. Miller kicks to Ben Felix, an open three, he knocks it down! The crowd is going crazy as Ben Felix knocks down that open three, his first points as a Trojans varsity player. Meanwhile, Gao on the other end excites the Milton Hershey fans, gives them something to cheer about. 63-35 now as the teams trade threes. Felix feeling it off the front rim though, but Jaden Waynes with the offensive board. Got some excitement here at the end of this one. Felix kicks to Waynes, a free throw line jumper, and he gets that one to go. Hershey crowd loving it. Stephen Gallo thought about that deep three. Probably smart choice to opt against it. Joshua Gibb now with 40 seconds to go here in this game. Some quick hands by Miller, but knocked it right back. That three no good by Gao. Aiden Miller throws it ahead to Douglas, who gathers and lays it in. Aiden Miller loving it. He dishes another assist, another strong showing by him. Really coming to his own this season. The junior for the Trojans has been dishing left, right, and center, and LJ Douglas already with 5 points in this one, nearly doubling his career total here for the Trojans. Steal by the Trojans. He'll throw it ahead to Aiden Miller. A little bit of sportsmanship as Miller will ice this game. And that's the buzzer. Trojans with a strong 68-35 win, nearly doubling up the crosstown rival Spartans. They haven't had a game in which they've won by under 21 points to start the year. What a win there for the Trojans. They looked a little dicey, 11-8 after the first quarter, but the Trojans exploded. It was an 8-point lead at half, and they end the game with a massive scoreline, 68-35. They'll play Hershey next Wednesday at the Cedar Cliff Colts, a team that the Trojans struggled with in their last meeting, so should be fun at Cedar Cliff next Wednesday. That is the 20th of December at 7 p.m. But thank you for watching HHS Broadcaster's stream of Hershey Trojans basketball. We will be back across the winter to cover boys basketball, girls basketball, and Trojan wrestling. So make sure you keep it tuned to the broadcaster's social media pages for updates on when our next stream will be. But the final score is 68-35. The Trojans win it against the crosstown rival Milton Hershey Spartans. On behalf of the broadcast.